Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and we are on Skype today with Susan Woldman-Elfer in New York City from her studio apartment there. Nice to see you, Susan.
Hello, nice to see you.
And we're going to see you here in Cleveland very soon. You're going to be here for courtesy of Paul Sykes in Travel Art. You're going to be at the Beechwood Community Center, 25225 Fairmount Boulevard, for this exhibition. It's pretty cool. We've got, it's a bunch of women artists, isn't it?
Yes, there's four of us.
Right. It's called Artifact, and this is the postcard for it. It's yourself, Elisa Vietri, who is our photographer from CoolCleveland, and Natasha Turovsky, who is also exhibiting at the Beck Center and the Beck Cafe, and also one of Paul's artists, as is Elisa, and B. Skufka. So 4 women artists in Beechwood. You're going to do a special thing, Susan, because you're focusing on one of your books and some of the illustrations from it. So talk about The Promise Effect.
I actually have a copy. I'll show you the book. And so it's a book that has 31 promises, and on each page there's a different painting. Can you see them?
Yeah, that looks awesome.
So what master printer Paul Sykes did was he took my small originals from the book, and using modern technology, he actually reproduced them really large and then handed them back to me, the artist, and I painted over them. So they become their own original once again. And from a small painting to a really large painting is really exciting for me to see.
Wow. When you did these, the originals are actually in small format, more the size of the book?
They're larger than the book.
Okay.
They're different sizes. They're about this big. They're oil pastels. And yeah, it's fantastic what you could do with modern technology. And it gives us artists a new canvas to draw on.
So these are on canvas, actually, right?
These are on canvas,
printed
yes.
on canvas. It's a limited edition print, basically. And then
Exactly.
you've painted, and what do you use to paint on top of that? Are you painting with oils on top of that?
Acrylic. It's not even limited edition. They're one of a kind, because each one I'm painting on separately.
Exactly.
So they're one of a kind, yeah.
One of a kind. How many are you going to be exhibiting now? Do you have like 30, one for each day, or how does that work?
Yeah, 31.
Okay.
There's 31, and it's with acrylic paint, and a lot of them have 24 karat gold paint put in them. So it's textural. I use like the texture of paint. They're beautiful.
Wow.
The largest one is about 60 by 40, which is quite large.
Wow.
And they go on down to smaller sizes.
So you involve gold and precious metals in your painting and your art as well?
Yes, because I also make jewelry, so I'm really into gold. I mean, a lot of people are into gold.
Sure.
But I love metals, yes.
And so, are you going to have some of your jewelry there at the show, maybe, that we could see? That would be
yes,
cool.
I'm hoping to. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
So I work with, 18 karat gold and precious and semi-precious gems.
Wow.
And hopefully we'll have a jewelry case there as well.
Oh, that'll be awesome. So this will all be on exhibition at Beechwood Community Center. The opening is Thursday, the 10th of November.
That's right.
From about 6 to 8 p.m. And then that exhibition is going to run through December 3rd. But this is not your first time in Cleveland. You actually grew up in Cleveland, isn't that right?
That's right. I grew up in Cleveland. I have family in Cleveland. I have a lot of great friends in Cleveland. I come back to Cleveland a lot. I've actually done shows before with Paul Sykes in Cleveland. For those of you who remember, he had Art Avenue Galleries in Tower
Sure.
City. It was this fantastic 2-floor gallery, and I was lucky enough to have a solo exhibit, which is an artist's dream. I had both floors, and I just was able to fill them up.
Wow.
And I also did group shows with him. So he's fantastic. He's very enthusiastic about his artists and art in general. And I also want to mention Katz Weinmann, who is from Beechwood, who is on the trustee of the Beechwood Arts Council, is curating this with Paul. So she has a keen eye. It's going to be fantastic.
You mentioned Avenue Art, where Paul had his gallery for many years. I remember seeing Peter Max there. He had a whole, again, a one-man show, Peter Max.
Yes.
Peter Max also gave you a dedication on your new book.
Yes, he did. I've known Peter for like 20 years. He actually lives up the street from me. I don't know if you can see my finger. Right up there, just a few blocks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you can say
that
stuff
was very
like that
nice.
in New York, right? It's like
Yeah,
right up the
exactly.
street.
yeah.
And you also had some connection with Cass Spencer from Twilight.
He did the opening. We had a opening book publishing of our book at the Chelsea Cafe here in New York City. Cass Spencer, he's from Twilight, and he was one of the Wolves, I think.
Right.
Yeah. So he was there. So it was nice. It was like a red carpet sort of book opening event.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Your history in Cleveland includes some time spent in Beechwood. You also then went to Sarah Lawrence, and while you were there, you were involved in a program going to France, to Lacoste, France.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, it just so happened I studied sculpture and painting in Lacoste, France, and it was also part of the Cleveland
Institute of Art, right?
Yeah, yeah.
CIA.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cleveland Institute of Art. Yeah. So just so happened I wind up with people from Cleveland. So Cleveland's with me everywhere I go.
And your first love, or the first art that you did was sculpture, and you still do jewelry and sculpture. And we're looking at a sculpture behind you, so you've got to explain what this is. It looks so cool.
Yeah, this is actually, it's probably about 7 feet tall.
Wow.
And it's made with a lot of found objects, plastered together, and I built a lot of it with wood.
And,
so, yeah.
Does it have a name, or?
Yeah, it's called Key, and it's actually in memory of somebody that I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's awesome, and your work is so awesome. I love the spirit, and I think this book that you have, I can't wait to get a copy and have a look at it, because
Yes, absolutely.
it just seems to have this sort of peaceful approach. The colors are so invigorating, the way you use color.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Well, I can't wait to see them all enlarged in this huge format, and then with your painting right on top of it as well. It should be really fascinating. Was it fun for you to do that, I assume?
You have no idea how much fun it was, because it's almost like having a coloring book back of your own work.
Yeah, right.
That's what it felt like. So, yeah, it was fantastic.
Color in between the lines, paint by numbers, or just
Exactly.
mess it up and do it totally different.
And paint it. Yeah, I changed things around, and yeah, it was great fun, and it was all over the place for a while. Then I just shipped them back, and Paul's stretching them back out on canvas, and we'll hang the show next week, and then the opening will be on Thursday.
Well, we should mention that all these works will be for sale while they're in
That's
town
correct.
here. And we'll look forward to seeing you and your work and your jewelry, and some of your friends too, maybe Peter Max or whoever you might feel like bringing with you.
Excellent.
Thanks for talking with us, Susan. Thanks for taking
Thanks so
the time.
much. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you. It's
Bye.
It's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.
To see you.
Great week. 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 Great great week. CoolCleveland.
This is actually
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 CoolCleveland.
this is actually in you
Thank you. In cool.
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 in you
Thank you. In
actually
CoolCleveland.
this is 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 actually
CoolCleveland.
this is